Hello, incredible ones. Darnyelle, Jervey, Harmon here, and I am joined by one of my second year clients, Shaniece Wise Spencer. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. She just got married, in case you were wondering. I want to make sure I said it right. And we were just doing a quick coaching call about something else entirely. And I was like, we haven't done a success story. We haven't shared what it's been like for you to work with me over the past couple of years and the difference that it's made in your business. So, Shaniece, first, I just want you to share with everybody who you are in your own words. Who we want
Okay.
to know about you.
Like Darnyelle said, my name is Shaniece, and I have been in business for 16 years. My future, like what I did previously, I was an executive sales director with Mary Kay. Very, very successful. Traveled the United States teaching women how to build businesses, earned 7 free cars, 4 of them being pink Cadillacs. 1 year sold over $500,000. I earned all the awards that I could possibly earn. And then it was almost like 1 year I woke up and I'm like, there has to be more for me than just this. I would look at what I was earning and then the type of commission I was making. And to the regular person, it would be great. But to me, it was almost like I was still working for someone else. And graduated from Ohio State, 2 business degrees. Have all the accolades, but I just felt like I didn't leave corporate America to, start a business and still feel like I was working for someone else. And I knew that there was a higher calling on my life. So I started to do a lot of speaking engagements and wrote a book, and I just kind of was leaving Mary Kay and was really trying to figure out how to develop my brand and how to develop my own speaking and coaching business, because I help so many business owners all over, and I just wanted to put it in a business style format. So if you're searching for a coach, I definitely challenge you to interview before you sign up with anybody, because the first coach that I signed up with, she was in it for herself. There was not a heart connection at all. And I'll never forget, one time she asked me a question like, Shaniece, well, what do you do? And I shared with her what I did. And she's like, no, I don't want you to share with me what I do. I want you to share with me what you do. And it was just like, I don't know. I just knew it was no heart connection. And I knew that God didn't put us together. So then one of my girlfriends, and actually we had really just met, she saw me. I was working in the area of Dayton, Ohio, and she has her own business in Dayton, and she reached out to me and she was like, Shaniece, I love what you're doing. We don't know each other, but I just feel like we need to connect. So we ended up going to breakfast, and she was telling me about her coach. And I was sitting there like, the coach that I have doesn't do all that. Nobody, and I'm used to always praying and opening up, Mary Kay, that's all we did. And that's my background. So I'm like, she's not doing that with me. She doesn't genuinely call me. She doesn't, send me cards in the mail. And I really didn't see a huge return on the growth of my business working with her for a year. So her name was Karen. Karen, just kept sharing with me about her coach, So one day she was like, Shaniece, just call her. So I went to, and I'm talking about Darnyelle, I went to Darnyelle's website and I actually listened to, I can't remember, what was the CD that you had?
Critical Mistakes.
Yes, I actually, and to know my personality, I don't sit through a lot to listen to something, but I literally sat and listened to that. And Darnyelle called me the next day, and I still had like one foot in Mary Kay. And when Darnyelle and I were talking, it was just automatically a heart connection. Both of us came from the world of Mary Kay, so it was easy for us to communicate, and she understood how I felt not really earning what I was worth in Mary Kay and what I wanted to develop. And I really appreciate it, but I didn't sign up that day. And I'm going to tell you when I did. I was sitting in the parking lot. I'll never forget this day. I was sitting in the parking lot waiting on my son. I was picking him up from school, and I was looking at everything that I was doing, because I had developed my coaching business, and I was looking at everything that I was doing, and I just knew that I was not making what I was worth, because I know a lot. 14 years in Mary Kay, that's like your PhD. So I knew a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like literally making $1,500 a month. And it just, it wasn't enough to survive. I wanted to get out of Mary Kay, but I felt like if I left it, how else would I earn the extra income? And I just sat there and I was like, Lord, what do I do? And I happened to look at my notes on my phone, and Darnyelle's number was right there. So I called Darnyelle that day, and the rest is history. The rest is history. I've been with Darnyelle for 2 years, and I can say I was looking at my numbers. So I went from, just making $1,500 a month to last year, I was well over 6 figures. This year, as 2018 closed, 6 figures. And then next year, because of everything that we've created this year and how I really understand my business and just the setup of it, I know without a shadow of a doubt, if I push myself, then I can definitely be well on my way to $500,000. So working with Darnyelle, I really understand who I am as a business expansion coach, not compare myself to anyone else. I understand what I bring to the table now, and I'm confident in what I do now. Am I still growing? For sure. Am I still calling you? And I told Darnyelle when I first started, because I am a very loyal person, and when I find something that works for me, it is hard for me to change. And I told Darnyelle when I first signed up that this is like a marriage where I'm not going anywhere, because at the end of the day, I just believe in investing in yourself. And it works. It works. I have paid off so much debt, paid for my wedding, where we had the honeymoon of a lifetime in Jamaica. We had about 44 family members go with us. And now we're planning on, and we're doing it strategically, building a home and, just a lifestyle that I've been able to create for myself, as well as for my husband, and my son. Has just been amazing. And I know that the best is yet to come. So my testimony, my business has grown by 100%. And I understand the skill of running a business now, like the behind the scenes. You see so much of branding being a cliche, but I really understand what it takes to develop a strong brand now. And any question that I have, there's a module for it. And I think that's one of the biggest things that sold me on Darnyelle is she has so much information where we don't even have to get on the phone. She can say, Shaniece, go to this module, and I'm okay with that. I don't, in the beginning, I needed a whole bunch of time, but now it's just like a quick 2 to 3 second, conversation or whatever.
But also when you do need me, I'm
there.
Available, right? Because we became partners to take her business and her lifestyle to the next level. So it wasn't just about come and work with me and let me see what kind of money I can get from you. Like, no, that's not how I roll. It's about partnership. Like she said earlier, it's a heart connection, realizing that we are in it to be better versions of ourselves together, which I think is really, really awesome. So for people out there who are looking for a coach and considering me, or maybe I'm not even on their radar, what would you share with them about why me and why now?
There are a lot of coaches out there, and I've seen a lot of them, and I have friends who have worked with them. And I am not a fluffy type of person, like, show me what you can do and back it up. And I feel like you do that. You have backed up everything that you said that you would do. My business has grown, and I genuinely feel like you care about me. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I genuinely feel that. I'm all about praying. I'm all about God being your partner. And I feel like that's how we operate. Just like the call that we had on yesterday, I shared with you, just had some family things going on. And before we got into our coaching, your prayer is, I mean, exactly what I needed on yesterday. You know, one of the things that I do know about Darnyelle, so for those of you who are thinking about getting a coach, she prays for you. She prays for your business. And I can see it, I can feel it, and it's genuine. So there's a lot of coaches out there, and there's a lot of people that you can invest in. But I just really challenge you to take the time and get to know Darnyelle, because whatever program you invest in, it is worth every penny of it. She challenges you to be your best. She challenges you to work hard, to reach deep down. She will fuss at you. And I'm the type of person where that doesn't bother me, because I need real. I need what's real, and to be honest with me. So I would just say, if you want someone that's going to pray for you, who's going to genuinely care about you, who's going to really help you build for the first time, I could see myself building $1 million business, generate extra cash flow, teach you how to really understand what it is you're creating. Darnyelle is the person that I would definitely say go with.
Awesome. So there you have it, folks. I just let Shaniece talk just because I think that everything she has to say is powerful. So let me just dial back some of the nuggets that were in there that were really important. Number one, before you hire anyone, do your due diligence and interview them. And what she didn't say that I'm going to say is try the spirit by the spirit. If you know there's the kind of person that you need to have, a person who is into you, that is into your results, into you getting to your next level and being the highest and best version of yourself, make sure you check in. And if you don't feel that, don't move forward. Like, it's never worth it, right? You know, I personally never rush the decision. Take your time. I'm going to be here at whatever point you decide that it's time for us to engage, because I do believe it is about divine timing, divine assignment. And if you're called to me, you're called to me. Number two, that I think is really important that she said, she talked not just about the financial growth that she experienced, and you heard her say 100% growth in her business, right? She went from $1,500 a month to generating consistently between $8,000 and $10,000 a month, and crossing over the six-figure mark in her business. And now we're at the end of 2 years together, and that's what her results have been. But not just that, what it has done for her lifestyle, right? And she didn't say this part, but she has a son that was in private school. She talked about her wedding and her honeymoon, and now she and her husband are going to be building their own house, right? All of that is because she has a business that serves her, not only financially, but also spiritually. And that's what I'm really about. That's what the most important thing is to me. I want you to win, like win no matter what. Like, what's the point of doing this, of doing business, of working hard, of whatever version of hustling and grinding you do? Of course, I don't subscribe to hustling and grinding, but everybody sees it differently. Whatever it is that you're doing, the results, the return on that investment for that time and sweat equity ought to yield you to things that you want to experience in your life. And we are in partnership. I am as committed to her business as she is. And it's important to me that she wins. So I stop what I'm doing when she needs me. I find a way to get her on my calendar for us to chat so that she can move through whatever it is she's working through, so that her results continue to sustain her and take her to the next level. And that's really, really important. So if you are interested in having a conversation with me about how I can help you to take your business to the next level, go to darnyelle.com/session, darnyelle.com/session. Thank you so much, Shaniece. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care.